welcome back. Today, me and 44 Mag are going to be responding to two viewer requests in one video, okay? So, the video requests were originally by a player who commented on my video asking about how to increase unit power with legacy units and also modern units. So, we're going to be covering that today. And also, Brethany. Brethany has DM'd me directly in the game and asked for me to help with educating his alliance members in certain areas about in-game mechanics and synergies, all the little hidden details about the game. We're not going to go fully in depth, but we're going to be talking about it, me and Mag. So, Mag, would you like to say hello?
What is good, friends? What's happening today?
So, with legacy units are generally increased in power based off a few things. One is actually the unit evolution process. So you got 4-star, 4.5-star, 5-star, 5.5-star, 6-star, 6.5. Then you got 7-star, 7.1, then 7.2. This is what makes up legacy units. Now, based off your current level of unit evolution, you'll hit a cap with your unit power. The higher your level, your unit evolution, the higher the power you can develop. Now, some of the key ways to increase your unit power is through actual unit level, which is locked behind the military tech tree, and there's other ways. You also got your unit modifications, as you can see right here.
You use components to modify your unit.
And as you increase this will also increase your power. The grade of your parts, which is it can go from silver, silver plus, silver plus plus, gold, gold plus, and gold plus plus. As you can see on this infantry unit here, I have 2 gold plus, and I have 3 gold parts. They're not the greatest, but that's why the power is low. Also keep in mind, when you're upgrading your power on this and your unit grades, you actually unlocked little hidden things in here that actually help you and your unit's survivability and effectiveness on the battlefield. For example, right here, some things that actually help you is that having a 5 grade actually increases the production speed of your unit for your army. Also, it also increases at grade 4, it increases your collection speed by 3%. Grade 3, you increase your research speed. Grade 2, you again increase your production speed again. And then at grade 1, you also increase your collection speed. So no matter what, you're increasing the amount you can actually produce and collect by just having this unit deployed and trained.
Fun fact, when I started playing Warpath, the maximum grade was grade 10, then they upgraded to grade 12, and now we are at grade 15. Who knows which grade we will reach in a few months.
Now on to modern units. As you can see right here, I have a maxed out Liberty helicopter. And I mean maxed out at my current potential. Only thing it's missing is 2 gold plus plus parts. As you can see, I have 2 gold plus, which is a fuse and also a exterior mounted weaponry. All my mechanic wrenches have been maxed. And also, yes, with legacy units too, you actually can get up to legacy wrenches and you unlock modern wrenches after 75 days. Modern wrenches use both wrenches and part building materials, so they are incredibly expensive to do and hard to do, and it's recommended that you actually max your legacy, and then once you have good enough parts on it, then you go for the modern unit, okay?
So there's 2 conditions to unlock modern mechanic. First of all, you need the modern unit, and you need to reach level 100 in legacy mechanic. Once you meet those 2 conditions, then you will unlock modern mechanic.
So how you increase your power on modern units is by unit evolution, like we covered with legacy units, okay? And we also cover prototype, okay? As you can see right here, we got the base unit power, modification power, parts power, and then prototype power. Now, keep in mind, wrenches also increase your power, okay? And as you can see, this unit is max modification and max prototyped. Now, As you can see right here at the bottom of this, right here, we're getting additional firepower of 314,646, a 3% increase in damage, an increase in sloped armor of 6.6 millimeters. We have an increased blast damage resistance of 6.6. We have an increased HP pool of 142,905. And we also have an increased damage resist of 3%, a pen depth of, or a penetrating power of 7.9 millimeters. And we have an increased accuracy of 55.2. We also have everything here completely done. Completely done. Also note that when you are increasing your wrench power, you're actually boosting everything in here, which is correlated to HP and firepower. But we also get an HP bonus and a firepower bonus on all these systems as well. And as you can see right here, it all adds up. So we're getting a unit firepower boost of 415,925. And we're also gaining an additional 145,241 on the wrench system alone. And this is before we're counting the parts. So keep this in mind. Also, keep in mind that increasing your barracks, as you can see right here, once it's maxed out, you actually gain additional firepower and HP after so many levels. So you actually gain initial HP boost and firepower boost at 5 and 9. Then again at 13 for HP and again at 20. Then we're also gaining an additional HP boost at 27 and an additional firepower boost at level 32. This is also the same with hangers, okay? Now, another thing that can increase your unit power is having 2 awakened officers. As you can see right here on my heli, I have a max awakened Valkyrie and Golden Eagle with maxed out skill tab officer skills. This also significantly increases your unit power and effectiveness in the battlefield. As you can see, my unit power from my heli without a 20% or 40% buff is 44.1. With a 20%, it jumps to a 50.1. 51.1 power. And then when with a 40, my unit power jumps to 59.9 million power.
Be careful not to get fooled by this number, as it doesn't take into consideration all the buffs.
So now back to the hidden mechanics. Okay, certain officers actually have synergies. We're going to use an Air Force pairing right now as an example. So Polar Phantom actually has a twin in here because he's a counter officer, as you can see right here. The newest released Air Force officer is Nagarami, or Naga for short, as many people refer to her. She also does a counter. Where Polar Phantom is offensive, she is defensive. So as you can see from her tactical skill, she increases the damage resist when maxed at 5% for 4 seconds, and it can stack up to 10 times. But if we look at Polar Phantom, as you can see right here, because he's awakened, he has an additional little effect. So when this officer's fighter plane is attacked, it gains a 50% chance to stack a grit effect, increasing damage by 10% for 4 seconds. It stacks up to 5 times. After 5 times the stack, the skill will deal damage up to 3 enemy Air Force units within attack range of a damage coefficient of 600. And can be triggered once every 5 seconds. Now, if we look at Nagarami's awakened skill, if the effect of this officer's tactical skill is at max stacks, their troop deals 35% more normal attack damage. Has no effect outside of combat. It means she won't stack any damage resist when she's outside of combat, so therefore it will not begin until she is in combat. This is a good example of officer synergies within the game. Now, this is your job to figure out what officers synergize with who and what skills work well together. There's no such thing as a bad officer. Even the legacy officers can provide some value of skill within the skill tab system, and you need to decide as the individual what you need to max out based off your current needs in the game. So now on to the hidden mechanics of the game. The hidden mechanics, one was the officer synergies. Two, all right, was also about the little hidden things within this game that are not explained. Okay, so like the hangars in the barracks giving you firepower and HP buffs, the wrench system actually increasing your firepower and your HP separately when you're on modern wrenches from the actual parts itself. And also you need to consider your future, meaning you need to consider your camp buff. Your camp buff can make a very significant difference, and this is not fully explained in the game, and it takes a very long time to achieve. Most players do not have this even at end game, and end game truly is building units and collecting the parts and the officers for your camp buff. Now the max camp buff is a 6-2, okay? So that means you can have an 18% damage and damage resist for your troops and base. So that means your base will have an 18% increase in damage and damage resist. And it also applies to all troops in base. That means Air Force and ground, and it doesn't matter if they're of different camp. This also is not explained in there, but we can look it up, and we have tested this before in a prior video, is that camp buffs do stack. So if you're running a 6-2, you actually have a 20% damage and damage resist increase. This is pretty significant, and it can make a world of difference on the battlefield. This actually really helps contribute towards your success. Another thing that is not properly explained in the game that you should be aware of is squadding. You can actually squad fighter planes. As you can see right here, I could put both of my fighter planes in there and they will move in conjunction. A lot of players are unaware of this, and they can also be added with ground units as well. So as you can see, I can actually build that and they will all move as one. But a lot of players are not aware of this because, for one, it takes so much to actually max out an Air Force unit and use it. But once you start hitting towards endgame, once you hit one max Air Force unit, you're going to have another. The only bombers cannot be set into squads, and that is the only limitation there. The next little basic thing that you need to understand is that the devil is in the details with officer descriptions. For example, if we look at White Wolf's second skill, you can see that it says increases the damage of the officer's troop by 15%. It's not unit specific. But if we look at a different officer, and you see right here, yeah, there we go. Increases the firepower of this officer's artillery by 13%, well, a max of 40%, and increases firepower by an extra 10% when fighting within an alliance's active territory. So that means this skill will now only apply to artillery. So you need to be aware of universal skills and unit specific skills. All right, everybody, this is Fubar here.
And 44 Mag.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys found it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Mag's YouTube channel will be linked in the description down below, as well as our two Discords, the community Discord and the private Discord. You can join either of these and have direct access to both of us. The difference between these two Discords is that the community Discord is actually very much more loose setting, and you can have fun. There is a little bit of trolls in there, so have a thick hide if you're going to go in there. And the private Discord is more of for the mature audience who want to get down stricter to the business. And you guys can reach out to either one of us at any time on these two Discords. Also, we enjoy having you guys watch our content. If it wasn't for you guys, neither of us would be here enjoying and making our content. Our content is meant and aimed to help you guys, both the pay-to-win players and the free-to-play players, to succeed on the battlefield. If you guys enjoyed this content, like I said before, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is Fubar. I got your 6. Have a great day.
See ya.